Sokoto governor planning to depose Sultan. Hey, Muric says. Can you imagine? So the same way the governor of Kano State has deposed the 5 emirs in the metropolis, now the governor of Kano State, Sokoto State, has been allegedly planning to also depose the Sultan of Sokoto. What is happening to these politicized traditional rulers and their governors? Wow. The Muslim rights concern, Muric, has raised an alarm over alleged plan by Governor Ahmed Aliyu of Sokoto State to depose the Sultan of Sokoto. Can you imagine? Al-Haji Muhammad Saad Abubakar III. So the executive director of Muric, Professor Isiaq Akintola, raised the alarm in a statement on Monday. So the development is coming amid the controversy and tension over the deposition of some monarchs in Kano State. So Governor Aliyu had earlier deposed 15 traditional rulers for various offenses. Okay. So in his statement, Akintola said Nigerian Muslims reject any thought of deposing the Sultan. Feelers in circulation indicate that the governor may descend on the Sultan of Sokoto any moment from now, using any of the flimsy excuses used to dethrone the 15 traditional rulers whom he removed earlier. So Muric advises the governor to look before he leaps. The Sultan's stool is not only traditional, it is also religious. So in the same vein, his jurisdiction goes beyond Sokoto. It covers the whole of Nigeria. He is the spiritual head of all Nigerian Muslims. Therefore, any governor who tampers with the stool of the Sultan will have Nigerian Muslims to reckon with, because the Sultan combined the office of the Sultan of Sokoto and that of the President General of the NSCIA, Akintola said. So the Muric boss warned that Governor Aliyu should not force Nigerian Muslims to take a drastically revolutionary measure. So he said having a traditional ruler as leader has been a condition Nigerian Muslims accepted a long time ago as a necessary weakness in the structure which they have to live with. He said a military governor, Colonel Yakubu Muazu, exposed this soft underbelly when he deposed Sultan Ibrahim Dasuki on 20th April 1996. Nigerian Muslims will be forced to make a hard decision if Sokoto governors continue to diminish the authority of the Sultan. For the avoidance of any doubt, Sultan Muhammad Saad Abubakar is not only the Sultan of Sokoto, but the Sultan of the Nigerian people. He is Nigerian Muslims, not Nigerian people. Stay your own. So his performance and style of leadership have warmed him into the hearts of Nigeria, okay, or Nigerians. So Nigerian Muslims north and south of the country may be constrained to pick Islamic scholars only as President General of the NSCIA and overall heads of Nigerian Muslims. It will be farewell to the leadership of traditional rulers over the NSCIA and an irreversible departure from Sokoto's privileged leadership position. But history will not be kind to Colonel Yakubu Muazu and Ahmed Aliyu for ruining the chances of Sokoto. So once is happenstance, twice is a coincidence. Okay, so the third time is enemy action. So the deposition of a Sultan and NSCIA leader happens a second time, Nigerian Muslims will not allow the embarrassment to happen the third time. Muric reiterates his call on the Sokoto State House of Assembly to either repeal or review the state's chieftaincy laws by adding the phrase "except the Sultan of Sokoto" to Section 6 Cap 26 of the laws of Northern Nigeria, which empowers the state governor to depose the emirs, including the Sultan. Can you imagine? So we know that this law exists, and that is the law that the Governor of Kano State is riding on. Meanwhile, federal government is meddling with the decision of the Kano State government, which is very bad. So we urge northern elites and Islamic scholars based in the north to intervene before it is too late. This is the time to lobby the Sokoto State House of Assembly and the governor himself. If the chieftaincy laws of Kano State can be repealed within 24 hours, nothing stops that of Sokoto State from being reviewed in favor of immunity for the office of the Sultan in a single day to save Nigerian Muslims from humongous embarrassment. So Daily Trust reports that the Sokoto State government is yet to react to Muric allegation, but it had earlier said there was a plan to amend Section 76 of the local government and chieftaincy laws to align with prevailing practices within the state. Under the current law, the authority to appoint district and village heads lies with the Sultanate Council. However, in practice, the Sultanate Council merely provides recommendations to the state government, with the governor ultimately making the appointments. Nasser Benji, the state's Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, had clarified that the proposed amendment aimed to synchronize the legal framework with the customary procedure in the state. So, addressing journalists after a state executive council meeting, Benji explained that under the proposed amendment, the Sultanate Council would retain the power to recommend candidates, while the authority to appoint would be vested in the governor. So they're actually looking for a way to review the laws of the chieftaincy or the chieftaincy laws of Sokoto State, and that is where they are riding on to see how they could strip the Sultan of some powers, and that is why the Muric chairman Akintola is coming out now to shout. All these things I call them distractions. All this traditional, that let the state government or federal government allow state to do what they have to do, and let the state government also do what they have to do without disturbing the peace of the state or disturbing the peace of the nation. That is it. The chieftaincy matter is a matter that can be handled at traditional level under the supervision of the state governor or under the purview of the state governor. So let them stop using all these things to distract us and make a lot of noise to Nigerians. So I just hope that Kano State Sokoto State government will learn from what is happening in Kano State and ensure that they don't create another tension in another northern state because of traditional chieftaincy policies and laws. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment. That is the alarm coming from Muric over the plan to depose the Sultan of Sokoto.